Okay, so the Battlefield 5 open beta has came and gone, and I just wanted to do a little video giving some of my opinions and my thoughts on the game. So far, anyway, at least. Now, I'm no professional gamer. When I'm playing this game, I'm not good at it, let's be honest. I'm not good at it, but I want to have fun playing it. It's a video game, I want to enjoy it, and I want it to feel fair, and I want it to feel fun, and I want it to be enjoyable. That's the area that I'm coming from, not specifically from a competitive standpoint. Is standpoint a word? It was two words. I don't know. I'm not coming from a competitive background looking at this game. So there are certain things that other people may find issues with that I didn't personally because I'm not looking at it that way. Anyway, overall, it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed Battlefield 1. It was super fun for me. It was a fun game that I could just jump in and I could play and I could just enjoy a match. And I could just have a fun time playing it. I think I only have 2 or 3 issues really with what I saw in the beta. So I'll just talk briefly about those, and I might mention some good points that I enjoyed. I mean, there's lots of things that I enjoyed. The maps are really good, actually, the ones that we saw. Rotterdam is a really nice looking map. I think it works very well, and I just enjoyed that. There's also, I think there's 2 snow maps. I can't exactly remember their names. I think one's at night, one's in the day. I have some footage to show you of all of these maps and me playing the game. So the maps are actually really good. I really liked them. They were enjoyable, they were fun, and they worked well. And I saw no issue with them personally. And same with the game modes, actually. I think some people had issues maybe early on in the beta being able to access it, but I probably didn't play it till like a day or 2 after it had been released anyway. So I had no issues getting into matches or anything. And really, that doesn't reflect on the game itself. That reflects more on the beta anyway. So I don't really feel like that is a point that needs to be talked about. The points that I do have issue with currently are the revive system. So seems occasionally, it's not always easy to predict either, in my personal opinion. I'm not, as I said, I'm not like super into these FPS games. I just like to be able to enjoy them, but I'm not playing it competitively and I don't play them a hell of a lot. So the revive system seems to be sometimes you will be, instead of killed, you will be downed. And then you have the option of holding right click to basically slow down your death and hope that somebody comes to revive you and gives them the ability to come and revive you, gives you slightly longer before you actually die and respawn. Or you hold left click and then that speeds up your death so that you can like quickly respawn if like no one's near you or something like that, or you just want to try and hurry up and get back into the game. Now personally, I don't like this because it slows down being able to play, because obviously there's no instant respawn. I understand that there should be some sort of timer. I get that, like 5 seconds, whatever it is, obviously not ridiculously long because then that creates the same issue. But I feel like not being able to just be like, oh, forget it, no one's going to revive me, I don't care. You have to wait until the actual circle drains and you actually die. I don't like that. That, to me, slows down the gameplay and slows down me being able to play. And like I said, that only happens sometimes. So occasionally, I think it's probably to do with like headshots, explosions, things like that. If you get hit by those, you do die instantly, which means that then you can go back to like the deployment screen, pick your class, you wait the 10 seconds or whatever it is till you can deploy again. Now, I like that. I prefer that. When I get downed instead of dying, it's annoying. Now, I understand that Battlefield 5 is going to have some sort of Battle Royale mode, and it completely makes sense for that, because Battle Royale, that is important, because once you're dead, you're dead. So you want the ability to, if you're in some sort of squad, at least have the chance of not being out of the game. You have the chance of being revived and then being able to continue to play. But I just feel like for the classic Battlefield modes and the multiplayer, I don't like it. I would prefer to be able to die instantly. It can still be an option to like stay there and slow it down, but I think the other option should just be die. Instead of like speeding it up, it should just be instant. I'd rather wait on the deployment screen. At least that means that I can start changing my weapons or my loadouts or my class while I'm waiting to deploy, rather than just laying on the ground, looking up at the sky and just not being able to do anything. So I don't really like that. That is one of my main issues. I know that my brother Jake had a similar point to me. He said he didn't like that, and it kind of put him off the game. It doesn't put me off the game. Like, if the game still has that in it, it is likely that I'll still play it and I'll get used to it, I guess. But I just personally don't like it at the minute the way it is. Okay, so another point that I'm not a fan of, and this isn't originally my point, I just want to put that out there. I can't remember whether I saw it on Twitter or Reddit, but I saw that somebody made this point, and whilst recording the footage that I'm showing you, I wanted to get my own footage of this. What it is it's a problem with grenades and them being delayed. So instead of the grenade's timer to explosion starting when you go to throw it, they don't seem to start till they hit the ground. Meaning that if you throw a grenade up in the air, like straight up in the air, and then throw one immediately on the floor, the one on the floor will explode first even though it was thrown second. Which doesn't make sense. I feel like the grenade should start the timer when you start to throw it. That makes more sense. That's how a grenade would work, as far as I'm aware. I don't really know anything about grenades, but I'm pretty sure you pull the pin, you let go of the handle, at least with a modern grenade, you pull the pin, you let go of the handle, and that's when the timer starts on the grenade. It's not when it hits the floor. So I did try and record a couple times of showing that, and hopefully that you'll be able to see, or I'll slow it down or something, so that you can actually see. You'll be able to see that the first grenade I throw explodes after, if not at the same time, as the second grenade I throw. Obviously the first grenade I throw should definitely explode first. I threw it first. But apparently that's not the way it works, and I don't like that, and I think that that is wrong and not how grenades should work. It should be, as soon as you let go of it, timer starts, so it can explode mid-air. That means that grenades can't explode mid-air with the system that they have in the minute, because if the timer doesn't start till it hits the floor, you'll never be able to explode. You'll never be able to explode a grenade mid-air, which in some cases could be useful. If you throw it up to a window, if it can explode outside the window, then that at least means that it can hit people inside that window. If you miss the window and you're trying to throw it in to get people inside of a building, at least if it explodes mid-air, you could time it so that it's going to explode near the window anyway, even if it doesn't go in, so it could still kill some people. I prefer that system. So I don't really like that. And like I said, this isn't my original point. I saw it somewhere else, and then I tested it myself, and I was like, it's 100% right. I don't like this. I hadn't noticed it before, because I was never really throwing like loads of grenades. But again, it's something that I don't particularly like about the way the game is currently according to the beta. I know they have plenty of time to change it, and I hope that that is one thing that they will change. Third point, and again, not really my point, I have been watching some other people's videos on their things they dislike with Battlefield 5, and then I've been comparing it to whether I would dislike that personally. A lot of them, like I said, are more competitive, and it's to do with things that don't matter to me so much because I just want to play it for entertainment. I don't particularly want to be competitive. Well, I want to be competitive. I want to try and not suck, but it doesn't matter to me so much, these little things. So the third thing is to do with weapon upgrades. I actually didn't at all know that this was a thing in the game. I never came across this. So as far as I was aware, you get skins for your guns, which makes sense. So, and you can like change the sight to a further sight or a closer sight depending on what you want. I like that. That's fine. Having skins is fine by me. It doesn't matter at all. But apparently the weapon upgrades is a thing, and I don't mind that. But I just wish that it was more clear to me, because it makes you more competitive if you're able to upgrade your guns. And to be honest, I probably could have, because I played it for quite a few hours. So I probably could have done that. I just wasn't aware that it was there. That slightly annoyed me, because I literally didn't know till I started watching these other people's videos about the fact that they were complaining about the upgrade system, that I didn't even know it existed. So that was mildly annoying to me. But I mean, I don't know particularly about the upgrade system. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so you'll have to go and watch somebody else's video if you want more details on that. Mine's a very, very just basic overview of what I thought to the game so far. But I mean, there's lots of good points about it. It feels very much like any other Battlefield game in that it's just enjoyable and it's fun. Like I said, the maps are cool. And there's bound to be teething issues with a beta anyway, because it's a beta. It's for testing. It's not specifically for us as the public to play it and see if we enjoy it. I'm sure that that is part of why they release betas to people, like open betas like this, so anyone can play it. But I think a beta is also so that the game can be tested itself, so that the developers can see how the game runs, how the game reacts, and they can see things that they don't like. I'm sure that we have some sort of impact in voicing our opinions on it, but like, I just don't think that that is necessarily the main point. I think it's more for them to test what they've done and whether it works, and it will be okay for the full release. That's my opinion on what a beta is really, or an alpha. So, I mean, they're really my main issues so far. I mean, a lot of the game was super fun. I enjoyed playing it. It was good to have for a few days and be able to just come in my office and just sit down for a few hours in the evening and just play, even on my own, just join a game and play. I really liked it, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. I hope that they do change some of those things I mentioned. I hope they improve it. I'm sure they will. They still got time to do that. But that was my sort of overview of it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my opinions. I want to know your opinions on it if you played it. If you played the game, what issues did you find? I mean, there's always going to be like bugs and glitches and things like that. I know that there was a few when climbing and stuff. I mean, really, you expect those in a beta, but I want to know what you guys thought. Did you find any particular things annoying? What did you like about it? Please leave that in the comments. I'd like to start some sort of conversation with you guys and we can share our opinions. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!